right. So I am really excited to have Mary Emerald. Did I pronounce your last name correctly?
You did, yeah.
Emerald is here with me today. So Mary has been in my 16-week program, going on to my membership program, and she has done phenomenally well after struggling on her own for so long. She's now down 16 pounds in 16 weeks. It was such an amazing journey watching you. Just like, I always say the weight loss is not a linear journey, but for you, like, it turned out that way. So I want to talk a little bit about what was happening before you started working with me, what your journey was like, and all of that. So let's start with the beginning. You tell us a little bit about you and what you were struggling with before you started with Metabolic Design.
Okay, so I live in North Chelmsford. I grew up in North Chelmsford. I own a business. I have 4 children, and I am very, very, very busy. Just
You have a really full life.
all the time,
Right.
and not busy for busy for everybody else. Never really taking a lot of time for myself. And I have very accustomed to tracking in MyFitnessPal. I've been doing that for years. I wasn't doing it correctly. I am very accustomed to exercise, but I wasn't doing strength training. So I was just cardio. Not focusing on sleep ever, not focusing on stress management. You know, when you have a small business and you wake up in the night and you're worried about employees, payroll, vendors, whatever, business, is that company coming back? Am I going to lose whatever? And then you just stay awake for hours, and then you just go on with your day. So these were the things that were happening to me. And post 50, I really started to pack on the pounds. So the cardio, I wasn't losing weight. The tracking, I wasn't losing weight. I just kept gaining and gaining and gaining and gaining, to the point where, you know, I would try the Mediterranean diet, and those macros say do this. And then I would try lowering my calories, but it was just all willy-nilly. And I would just try it for a month or two. I tried keto. I tried paleo. I did Weight Watchers. And I just felt like it was very compartmentalized. I needed something that was holistic, that almost like you're like a social worker. You're a nutritionist, a trainer, a therapist, all of the above. So
just to be clear, I'm not a therapist.
Understood, but you have
my clients call me that, but I'm not a therapist.
I love it. But your topics are very therapeutic. So I was at my wit's end, and my doctor, I had blood work, and I had my cholesterol is up. My blood sugar was bordering on pre-diabetic, and my blood pressure is fine. But I felt like this was like the last hurrah. Like, I've always been able to keep weight off with exercise, eating less, and that just wasn't working anymore. So I just Googled women over 50 trainer, and you popped up.
Oh, I'm glad I did.
Yes, so
we had a great journey for sure. So, so I get, like, you feeling that frustration, that hopelessness, and just say, okay, like that last dish effort. Okay, let's just do that. So, but there must have been at some point, like, it's a big commitment, right? It's a financial commitment. It's a time commitment, and you're changing your lifestyle. What kind of hesitations did you have before getting started?
The only hesitation I had was belief in myself that I could do it, because I felt like I had tried everything. And in my mind, I was like, this is it. This is my last effort. If this doesn't work, I'm meant to be heavy. I'm meant to have poor sleep. I'm meant to have low energy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I felt like I got into that mindset of self-doubt. So I think I was my own worst enemy. I don't think that's uncommon. So I needed to make a change. So the thing is that this program isn't a huge change. It isn't a huge change. I've already been tracking. I've already been exercising. The tweaks were my macros. So increasing the protein, that took a little getting used to. The calorie lowering wasn't that much, so I don't feel hungry.
Right.
And then the exercise tweak was strength training. I was not doing strength training. So,
Right. I think
yeah,
getting those macros that are adjusted to your body, right? As opposed to, like you said, you tried other diets and it's just like, here, everybody eat this way, as opposed to, okay, Mary, this is how you've been eating. This is how you're going to eat, like for Mary, not for like everybody in the program, but for just you.
right. So
I think that's what
I
really
don't
made
find that it's been difficult. I don't, because I had good habits. I've always drank 96 ounces of water a day. But what has been the biggest tweak is sleeping more, tracking my sleep and making sure I'm getting quality sleep. And how do I do that? Anxiety, reducing anxiety. I have a lot of anxiety, which has reduced, and it seems like the more strength training I do, the more anxiety. It seems to help my stress better than cardio for
Yeah,
me.
it's amazing when you take care of yourself. I think it's the whole picture, bringing all of it together and how that changes just like everything in your life and how you're showing up. Like this, changing your anxiety, which changes your sleep, which changes how you show up for everything that you do. Was there anything in the program that really surprised you that you're like, oh, I didn't expect to have to do that, or
No,
anything surprised you?
no, there was nothing surprise. There's stuff I've been resistant to, like I still haven't written in a journal. I was resistant to meditation. I was resistant to, gratitude moments. I was resistant to blocking, because that you've taught me
Time blocking.
like time blocking, and also giving yourself permission. One of the first things you said to me, and I can't believe how much it helped. So like all these tweaks, and it's like, I didn't think of that. One of the first things you said to me is, if you wake up in the night and you're thinking about work, give yourself permission to put it in your calendar for the next day. I'm going to think about this stress. And it sounds so silly, but it does work. Or open up my Calm app and put something on, or put my noise canceling headphones on with waves crashing, or all those things help. And I never knew the connection between gaining weight and stress. It didn't really. I knew I had hormone issues and imbalance, but the more my hormones feel like they've gotten imbalanced, I've less depression because I'm sleeping better.
Right.
I'm happier. I'm sleeping better. I'm working out more, so I feel better about myself, and I'm losing weight, which I didn't think was I honestly didn't think it was possible for me to lose weight. I really felt like, and I feel, and I have said this, like, if I can do this, literally anybody can do this. So it doesn't matter how busy you are, what your lifestyle is, whatever, there are things you can do to change your life. And the bonus is I'm down 16 pounds, which is, I can't even believe that. So now and the other thing you asked me at first, like, what are your goals? Like, well, how much do you want to lose? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
feeling a little
10.
lost.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, nope, I want to get down. I'm very specific. I know exactly where I want to get to. So, and I know I can do it, which is,
That's fantastic.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it is fantastic. It's a total, this group has been really life-saving. Hopefully, I mean, I'm going to get my blood work done again in a few more months. Hopefully my A1C is in the normal range
I'm
again.
sure it is.
My cholesterol is back in the normal range, all those things. So really,
Right, we'll have to do a follow-up.
yeah, right.
Follow-up. And now here are Mary's blood numbers. So that would be interesting. But you have done so well. And I think a lot of that I want you to give yourself credit for is for your commitment. Like coming into the program, it was like, I am committed, I'm going to follow through. And from day one, you were just so consistent with showing up, not just for the groups, but showing up for yourself, for following through with the tasks that come up on your app and your calendars. Today's workout day. Today, this is a habit I'm following. Here's the module. You're just so consistent with all of it. And that speaks volumes to you being able to get results, because I think a lot of times people look for that accountability and somebody to motivate them. And it does come in, and you do get accountability, obviously, with the coach, and the coach can help motivate you, but it's definitely a partnership. And I think just embrace that. So I just think kudos to you for embracing it and taking this journey. You've just done so phenomenally well. So where do you see yourself going with this?
So I signed up, obviously, for another year. I felt that 16 weeks was a great starting point, and I have formed some new habits. I did not feel confident that I could keep, especially now I'm heading into a busy season for my business. So the next 16 weeks is kind of insanity. So my goals for the next 16 weeks are going to be different from my goals from, January to next August. But I feel like I have tools, and this is still a security blanket for me, which I really need. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with feeling I need a group. I need the help. I need this. We're always taught to take care of ourselves. We don't need anything. We don't ask for help. That's definitely a common theme.
Right.
So I see myself kind of maintaining over the next 4 months, maybe losing a little bit, but keeping up with my strength training, keeping up with my nutrition, doing the best I can with sleep, because I'm literally going into 80 to 90 hours a week of work for the next 6
I think you're going to be
seasons.
surprised at how you're able to handle the stress.
Oh, interesting.
Into
I
this.
hope you're right.
Because you've got a lot more tools now, Mary, than you had before. So I think you'll be surprised with that. But you have just done so phenomenally well. What would you say to somebody who had those same reservations that you did, who, like, if somebody's thinking, hey, I've already tried Mediterranean, I've tried keto, I've tried low carb, I've tried tracking my food, nothing works for me. This is just who I am. Somebody's feeling that way. What would you say to them?
I would say that with some tweaks, I know I use that word a lot, but it's not that hard. Yeah. It really isn't that hard. And you have to kind of get over yourself, like thinking that you can't do it.
Yeah.
You have
I think tweaks is a good word. I like that, because I think what people are looking for is the magic bullet. It's like, okay, what's different out there that I can do? And the difference is creating a program that's geared to your body specifically, like the directions I gave you and for your macronutrients, and that we worked on week by week by week throughout the program, are going to be different for the next client and the next client and the next client. I think finding that's the difference. Right. Those are you're talking
about. And I think also once I started to see, the first couple of weeks, I actually lost weight, and I just put my full faith in you. I said, nothing else has worked. I've done other things and gained weight. So now I'm doing this. I'm following exactly what you tell me to do, and it's working. So even if I wasn't sure, like, really, I really need to eat that much protein, I go, yep, Lisa said that's what I need to do. And I don't so follow Lisa, like, follow the program, do what you're supposed to do, and believe in it, have faith in it, because it truly works. But also try and have faith in yourself, because I think as women in our mid-50s, I think a lot of times we give up.
Right. And there's so much more left to life, right? Like, you can't give up now. I think the better half is coming at this point, right? There's so much to do. But thank you so much for sharing your journey with everybody. I think you're really going to help a lot of people understand that this is possible. You don't have to just accept the way it is. You don't have to accept feeling tired or anxious or uncomfortable in your own skin, that you can change this. You can change your story. And it starts, today with the decision. Just make the decision. It's going to happen.
Right. And go with it and track. The consistency piece has been really important. Track. Absolutely. MyFitnessPal. I probably spend 10 minutes a day in there, but it's the best 10 minutes spent. And also, on my calendar now, it's like Mary strength training, Mary cardio, Mary strength training. So
I love that.
Set it up for yourself so that you have the time for yourself, and don't feel guilty that you're taking time for yourself, because your family's only going to benefit it. When I'm rested and happy, my family likes me a whole lot.
Yeah,
a whole lot more than when I'm depressed and anxious and uptight. So it helps everybody, especially me.
Excellent. I love that. Mary, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. And we will be following you. So now everybody's going to follow you and want to know what's going to happen to Mary in the next 16 weeks.
Well, thank you. I certainly couldn't have done without you. So I love this program and I love the group, and it's just awesome. It's been life-changing, and I look forward to the next several months.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Mary. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.